Before starting the video, I just want to say thank you for all the support you gave to the previous videos. I really appreciate it. I am going to keep uploading content, and I will try to post around one workflow video per week, focused on interesting AI use cases inside Unity. In today's video, as the title says, we are going to recreate any gameplay mechanic from any video game without writing code, just with the help of AI. I will start from the first-person controller we created in the previous videos. You can check those videos to see how it was made, or you can download the files from my Patreon, which is linked in the description. To begin with, I am going to take inspiration from Among Us, a game that I am sure all of you know. In this game, there is a traitor, and the traitor has to try to eliminate the other players. To move faster, I am going to skip the minigames part and focus only on the core mechanic of killing and escaping. We are going to ask an LLM like ChatGPT to generate a detailed prompt for our AI agent. In this prompt, we want to specify all the mechanics, like having rounds only one imposter, using netcode for game objects, starting the round only when there are 4 players, and allowing the imposter to kill every 30 seconds by left-clicking at close range while aiming at another player. On top of that, I personally want it to show all the relevant player data using OnGUI, so we do not have to create any UI objects. I am going to ask ChatGPT for this, but you can use any other model if you feel it works better for you. So we send the message, and we wait for it to generate the prompt. As you can see, the result is highly detailed, even adding things that we did not explicitly ask for. I am going to copy it and bring it into Cursor. I will remove some parts that ChatGPT added but that we already have covered, like the player controller or the camera scripts. We can see that it created a player controller, a game manager, and a UI controller. I am going to follow the instructions it gave us, creating the necessary objects and attaching the required scripts. Alright, I have now created 3 more instances to test the game with 4 players. As you can see, all players have the UI correctly set up, showing their role and the current game state. However, when we try to kill another player using the imposter, the left click is not working. So let's take a look at why that is happening. Looking at the code, we quickly realize that Cursor used the old Unity input system. This is very common because until recently it was the default one, but now Unity uses the new input system by default. So we can simply select the part of the code that is causing the issue, paste it into the chat, and ask it to fix the problem using the new input system. And now, as you can see, if I get close to another player, as the imposter and press left click, that player dies and disappears, and this already gives us a solid starting point. Now let's ask for some extra mechanics. For example, we want the imposter to win the match when there is only one crewmate left alive. I will also ask it to add a visual representation for dead player bodies. It quickly generates the code. I add the dead body visual and assign it in the inspector. And as you can see, when we kill someone now, the capsule I configured appears on the ground. Next, I'm going to ask it to add an intermediate round, so players can take a break, and also give crewmates the ability to report dead bodies. As you can see, I am still not being extremely specific with my prompts, and I am letting Cursor guess a bit about what needs to be done. Now we test it. The imposter kills a player and the death visual appears correctly. Then, as a crewmate, we approach the body and press left click. The body gets reported and the round changes. The only thing I do not like is that at the end of a round, dead players are revived. I want them to stay dead until the match ends. So we ask for that change. While we are at it, I will also ask it to add a voting system between rounds, so players can vote for who they think the imposter is. And as you can see, after fixing a few small errors, everything is working. Inside our UI, players can now vote and choose who they believe is the imposter. And to wrap up the video, I really think this method of copying gameplay mechanics using AI is extremely useful for quickly prototyping new game ideas and testing concepts without wasting too much time. Thank you very much for watching the video. As always, you can follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description. You can also check out my Patreon to download the full project files. See you next time.